Right, welcome back to the shop. In this video we're going to be checking out the ToolPRO 18V brushless angle grinder. So this is a fairly new tool to SuperCheap in that it's the brushless version. And here it is. Tool, handle. Geez, that's got a good rubbery. Look at that in a minute. Pin wrench and box of rubbish. So no free grinding wheel. What the hell? Never seen an angle grinder that doesn't come with a grinding wheel. Anywho, that's not important. So like I say, this is the ToolPRO 18V lithium ion skin of an angle grinder. So it's brushless and it has a model number CGA18BD.9. So there's a few reviews around on YouTube about ToolPRO angle grinders, but this is the new brushless version. I don't think the others are brushless. So first up, feels pretty good. Feels pretty good in the hand. It's a good width there. Very similar shape to most of the big brands. Yeah, feels good with the overmolding there. Switch, slide and click. Pretty standard. Feels quite solid. So plastic wise, it is feels like tool grade plastic. It's got that sort of, feels like PA6. Don't know how much glass fibers in there. We'll maybe have a look at that. Can't find it anywhere. You've got your standard overmolding. Have a look at this here. This looks like what Makita have got on their tools. It is too. So you've got a removable mesh. It's on the floor, that one. We'll get that later. A removable mesh sort of screen there, which goes over the air intakes just to stop fine particles getting in and stuff in your machine. And that way you can, because you can take them off, you can just give them a rinse, give them a blow, whatever, put them back on. When they've done the thermal plastic elastomer over molding here, they've put a little bit inside these holes here, which gives it a nice tight rubbery fit with this doohickey. Put it on the wrong way around. Let's crank up the light levels in here. Right, there's not much to angle grinders, so we've got a very tight guard there. Standard nut rings. Has that got? Looks like it is. Yeah, we've got a rubbery piece, a rubbery ring around there. Helps stop your disc from slipping. It's quite a high-end sort of feature. The guard itself, very similar to a Makita one with these sort of clamp system. Pretty basic. But it's good looking and feeling tool. It doesn't scream out that it's a cheap tool or anything like that, that's for sure. Right, let's put a battery on it. Oh, let's have a look at this handle. I mean, this thing, of course, you throw that away. Never need to use that. This handle's a good handle. This is, you got your thermal plastic elastomer overmolding as well, and like a big shock absorber here. Wow. Got the two threads left and right side, nothing on the top unfortunately. Lots of them don't have the top, mind you. So yeah, she's got vibration dampening on the handle. That's very impressive for a low-end tool. Quite impressed with that. Right, battery. So with the battery on it, feels fine. Feels like most battery angle grinders. Battery's quite chunky looking though compared to the rest of the tool. They have very small area here on the ToolPRO tools. Just slots on there nicely, but yeah, makes the battery look like it was from a different tool. But it's not. They're all like that. They seem to be. The ToolPRO ones, a very small attachment area. Right, now we're going to put this to the test. Well, let's just see what it sounds like. She's got a slow start there, slowly ramps up to the 8,000 RPM. This is a 125mm angle grinder. I think the last one that ToolPRO did was only rated at 115. So yeah, like I say, slow and a break at the end there too. Now I'm going to test this out. We'll cut something with one of these cutting discs, and we'll have a grind, some metal, and then I've got a brand new diamond cup here for doing concrete. So I'll give those a run with this, and then in a future video I'll put this up against the Makita and see how well it does against that. But for this video we'll just check out the features of this particular tool. So for the following tests I'm using a fully charged 1.5 amp hour battery, which is maybe a little bit low for an angle grinder, but we'll see how it goes. I'm using the 1.5 instead of a 4, just because I figure most people are going to have the 1.5s. So here is my test arena. First up, a 1.2mm cut-off wheel cutting through 75mm wide, 5mm thick steel, and then we've got the grinding on this crusty old I-beam here, and then finally try and get rid of this bit of shit on the driveway here with the concrete grinding cup. As I suspected, that 1.5 amp hour battery wasn't that great on an angle grinder. Wore it down real quick. She was stopping a lot at the end there. I've chucked it straight on the charger, and as you can see, it's too hot. Green flashing light means too darn hot to charge. It's trying to cool down. It is, doesn't feel that hot. It is quite warm to the touch. So for the final test, I'll use a 4 amp hour battery as soon as it's finished charging. Whilst I'm waiting for that 4 amp hour to charge up, I've chucked another fully charged 1.5 on, and I've got a flat wheel here. I'm just going to go and sand a bit of wood, see how it does with that. So this final test will be done with a 4 amp hour battery, just because I don't have the 1.5 quite got enough grunt really for the big jobs. Based on what I just experienced with this 4 amp hour battery with the concrete wheel, I'm going to have another crack at the grinding and see how good it does, because I think it's going to do a lot better with this battery.
Much harder.
So after that grinding test, we've gone down to 2 lights on the battery there. Not too bad. Right, let's wrap this up. I went into this tool review the same way you might go to your kids' school sports day. You know, I was hoping it would do well, but not expecting a lot. But after changing to the 4 amp hour battery and doing a few things, I've done more tests that I didn't film over the last day or two. Well, 2. Yeah, on the doozy scale, she's, you know, she's almost a Bobby Dazzler. Now we'll have a look at the vents here while we're talking about this. Oh, you can see, don't know how well you can see, all the dust and stuff has collected in there. Still some has gotten into the tool, but you're not going to stop that with an angle grinder. Such is the way of things. But overall, I am pleased with that tool. If you compare it price wise to something like a Makita, you're going to be paying a lot more for that. This is more than double the cost of that. And if you have a look in video I'll release shortly, I'll do a comparison video between this brushless ToolPRO 18 volt and this Makita brushless 18 volt, and we will see if this cuts the mustard. But overall, I think on first impressions it's a pretty good wee tool. The handle's nice, seems to be built fairly well. Not much good on a 1.5 amp hour battery. Apart from that, it's a good little tool for around the house. Okay, thanks for watching. If you want to see any more ToolPRO vids, I've got all these ones coming up and more, so stay tuned for that over the next few weeks, no doubt. It'll take me a while to get through them all, test them all out. I'm going to keep using this as my go-to angle grinder for the foreseeable future. Got a few projects coming up that I can use it on, and I'll use it at work related things, and I'll just see how she does long term. But at the moment, quite impressed. Thanks for watching. Check out some of these other videos. Subscribe and click the little bell. You'll get notifications when I release all these other ToolPRO vids. Most of them the newer brushless models, which is good. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.